Since Honda is done making gas-powered lawnmowers, what parts should you stock up on to help make your Honda last? And is there a way to really save on those extra parts? Hey guys and gals, welcome to Garage Gear. I'm JB. If you have a Honda HRN 216 or a Honda HRX 217, or maybe even an older Honda model, this list will help you out. In no particular order, here we go. Air filters. Just like you, your engine needs to breathe clean air. It's important for proper combustion processes inside the engine. It's important to open up your air filter assembly at least once a season, check them out, and replace them if necessary. Now, if you go to a big box store like Home Depot or Lowe's, a single air filter is gonna cost you an arm and a leg. Big box stores love to mark these up, and I typically buy these in bulk. I'll have a pretty inexpensive bulk pack of these Honda air filters linked down below in the description, as well as all the other parts on this list. Just be sure to double check your model number before purchasing. Next up, wheels. You gotta keep that mower rolling, and to help keep this video rolling with the YouTube algorithm, would you mind hitting that like button? Thank you very much. It may not be a bad idea to keep an extra set of these wheels on hand, or two. The HRN 216 model wheels are all plastic and will typically wear down just after a few seasons. I do have a retreading video for plastic wheels. I'll have it linked below. That way you can make those HRN wheels really last. The HRX 217 models have rubber wheels and generally speaking will last a lot longer. For whichever model you have, it's a smart idea to get a set of front and rear wheels as well. The back wheels are a little different and come with a drive gear inside them. Blades. More than anything else on your mower, these are probably taking the most abuse. After a number of years of abuse, you hit stuff, they wear down, you're just gonna need some new ones. So this is definitely something you're gonna wanna stock up on. So it's a good idea to have an extra set or two on hand. That way you can pop on a new set, take care of the other set, maybe go have them sharpened or sharpen them yourself, and you can keep swapping them out like that with ease. A sharper blade gives you a cleaner cut with less ripping and tearing and makes your mower cut more efficiently. Belts. Honda mowers have one drive belt to get the back wheels spinning. Depending on use, some belts can last a really long time, decades even, but having a spare on hand isn't a bad thing. Plus, a new belt will give you better grip with less slip at the drive wheels. When needed, you can swap it out and you're good to mow. Next up is cables. And in my experience, I typically don't see many of these Honda cables breaking. Maybe unless you're frequently folding down your handlebars or catching these cables along something on the side of your house or your fence, then I could see them needing replacement. But if you keep them tight to the handlebars with some zip ties, you should be good. Typically, you're gonna have an engine or throttle cable, as well as a drive cable. Generally speaking, they're not difficult to replace, maybe more difficult to get to them more than anything. If these were to bust, you can swap them out with a new one and life is good. Carburetors and carburetor parts. Here is something I would just not skimp on. Go OEM. Too many times I've seen knockoff carburetors with poorly drilled jets so they don't run right. Spend the extra money, go OEM, and have a carburetor or extra parts on standby. That way, in case you need to fix something, you're ready to go. And check out this box of carburetor parts. This is completely full. This is ridiculous. But hey, I'm ready. I'll also have my carburetor cleaning video for these Hondas linked down below as well. Now, hiding right behind those carburetors is a tiny part called an auto choke actuator. The auto choke actuator controls the choke plate on the carburetor based on engine temperature. Once you pull the carburetor off, these are hiding directly behind it, and these are a $10 part and a 10-minute fix. Super easy to swap these out. They kind of look like a pink bullet, and if your engine is running rough, these may be the culprit. Next up, ignition coils. It might not be a bad idea to keep one of these on standby. These help generate the voltage needed to fire the spark plug. And over time, they just quit. Not hard to replace them, usually just a couple of bolts, but again, you'll wanna go OEM for this. Interesting story, a friend of mine has an HRN 216, and while he was mowing, his mower just instantly shut off. And he brought it to me, I cleaned the carburetor, I changed the auto choke actuator, and the mower just still wouldn't start. Couldn't figure it out for the life of me. I went through it and through it and through it, didn't know what was wrong with the mower. He ended up taking it back to Home Depot under warranty, and the mechanic that they had in the service department there took off the cover to the engine, flipped the ignition coil upside down, bolted it back down, pulled the cord, and it started right up. Weird little way of getting it to work again. Hopefully that tip helps somebody out there. Handlebar knobs. This is a part that is going to fail over time, but it's going to take a long time. We're talking like 10 years or more, but all the torquing and twisting of the handlebars over time will take its toll on these handlebar knobs. They just fail. And you got two options. You can either take them out, swap them with a new one, or go to the hardware store, get a bolt, put it through, and make it a permanent fix. It's your call. Next up, transmission pinion gears. Another part that's just going to take a while to wear down. But it can rear its ugly head at some point when you try to turn the mower and the wheels start to lock up. These small gears drive the larger gears inside the rear wheels to get your mower moving. The tiny moon keys inside them generally wear first, and it's not necessarily a tough thing to replace, but once you do, you're good for another 100,000 miles. Recoil assemblies. Typically, the recoil rope will break first, and you can just simply replace the rope. But if the recoil spring inside breaks, that's a whole nother story. Once you pop this cover off and get in there, these recoils are pretty cheap and pretty easy to replace. And again, if you're planning to keep your Honda for the long haul, an additional part I like to have on hand is an hour meter. Easy to install, and it's great for tracking maintenance along the way. Plus, I find they boost the resale value down the road. Now, if you really wanted to save some additional money on Honda parts, what could you do? Buy a beater Honda. Find a model similar to yours and strip it down for parts. I've been doing that for ages with my old John Deere mower. This way you get all the parts that you need in one shot. Keep an eye out on Craigslist or Facebook Marketplace, and you can usually find one similar to yours for a sweet deal. Now, something I hear a lot is, but in a few years, there won't be any parts available. And I don't think that'll be the case. After calling Honda twice, the representatives that I spoke with did not have precise answers on the continuation of their part production. They're done making gas mowers, and they said that they're going the battery route. And if we take a look at the battery mowers, they're using some of the same neck sight decks, even the wheels, and some of the controls look the same. So there is a possibility we could swap some of those parts. And if you go on Amazon and search Honda lawnmower parts, or any other website selling Honda lawnmower parts, you're going to find that the list just goes on and on and on and on. It's almost never ending, and it's the same thing out on eBay. John Deere mass produced their mowers for the better part of 3 decades. And to this day, there's still loads of parts available. Honda mass produced their mowers for decades too, which leads me to believe we're gonna see the same thing happening with Honda parts as well. You'll see them readily available for many, many years. Also, you gotta ask yourself, would you rather buy a brand new mower like the Echo LM2119 SP, a decent mower, but there's absolutely no parts available at the moment? Or would you rather buy a remaining Honda, which will have parts available for many years to come? Given the current mower market, Honda mowers are definitely some of the best out there. If you were to run one of these Hondas on ethanol-free or stabilized fuel and change the oil at least once a season, there should be no reason you shouldn't be able to get one of these Hondas to easily last past that 10-year, 100,000 mile mark. And if you keep a few spare parts on hand, you should easily be able to repair your mower and keep it going for many years beyond that. And in case you still can't find a remaining Honda in your local area, I'll have some links down below, and thank you very much for supporting the channel. If you want to be part of the tribe, subscribe. And for more cool garage gear content, click or tap the screen right here. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the garage.